Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today I'm going to do mixed media morsels. This is 14. I think I've missed a few in between, and I might go back and do them, at a later date. But today I'm going to do the mixed media morsels 14, and that is easy handmade borders. Now, if you're new to my channel, this is not my gig. Cat Hand came up with this wonderful thing. I've been doing it most every week that she has been doing it. I love it, but I'm going to put Kat's, oh geez, oh Pete's, Cal Think, her link down below in my description. It's down below, and go check out her mixed media morsels from 1 till 14. They're all fantastic. I love doing them. I've been in a little bit of a rut, so I really enjoy doing these, and I don't know, it helps me get inspired, and I just love Cat, and that's what I'm gonna do. So it's easy handmade borders. Now, what she does is she goes through these are my new nails are probably full of paint. She goes through the her magazines, and I do that as well. I am not what you would call a collage person, and what I mean by that is, of course, I do collage in my mixed media when I throw scrapbook paper and stuff down, right? Book pages, whatever. But a lot of people, and I've tried this because I really want to be one of them people. I feel like I'm out in the cold. I'm not with the cool kids because I see things in magazines and I rip them out and I want to keep them and then I lose them, or I'm like, oh, I never use them and I can't use them, and don't even ask. So I'm going to try to do this Cat's way. But if you're like me, you can do your own handmade borders as well. And I'll talk about that when I'm done. So let me just quit babbling and let's get going. So I pulled this out of my, for some reason, I got a free People magazine subscription in the mail. I don't know why. I don't read that kind of stuff. But when I got it, I thought, all right, maybe the gods are sending this to me so I can start being cool and doing the collage like everybody else, because I'm just not cool. So I've been ripping pages out. And I saw this one, and I just went on to the computer. I really haven't been on the computer in the past maybe 3-4 days. I think my last video I already had scheduled to go up. Anyway, I saw Cat had this up. I watched it. I thought, all right. So I pulled this out. And as you can see, this is all it is. It's a AT&T thing. I don't know. So I got a piece of paper. Now, what Cat does first is she colors the piece of paper. So what I'm going to do, since I'm using the blues and all, I'm going to stick with like my hot pink, a little green, and I'm going to start light to dark because I like doing light to dark. As I always say it, and I'm just going to kind of do like that. I'm going to like bloop it around. Maybe I'll use my paintbrush. Now you can see my water's dirty because my paintbrush just isn't. And this is just mixed media paper. It is not gessoed. It is not crest. It's not anything. It's just a piece of paper. All right, so I'm going to do that for that color. And then very quickly, I'm going to blow it dry. Not going to worry about it too much because I want the colors to mix. But now, when you mix, like for instance, if I were to do blue and red on here, the in-betweens would mix to be purple. That would be really cool. But so you could think of it that way too. If you don't have a lot of colors, it's not going to matter too much. I'm going to do a little bit of yellow. And you can see I'm placing it. So I'm not really going to get it everywhere where I'm smearing everywhere. I'm just going to use my paper towel right here. And kind of do the deed like this. And I'm trying to cover up as much white background as I can. Okay. See? And then I got some green. This is lime. Now I'm using these Dina Wakley Media Heavy Body Acrylic Paints. I'm just trying to use all the paints I have here. So, I'm trying not to buy anything. I'm trying to use everything I have here because I'm not going to lie. I would love to go out and buy some new paints. All right. I'm just going to turn it this way. And do some rubbing. Oh, not rubbing that in there. Rubbing and rubbing. Here we go. Okay. Now, what you can do also with these, which I think is pretty cool, you can, when you cut out your paper, you can cut them to ATC size, which is 2.5 by 3.5. So you can do that and then add your borders on. So if you pick a couple colors like I just did, and I'm just going to go back in and kind of blend them together just a little bit. And because I'm using my paper towel and it's a little damp, and I'm rubbing it into the paper, it's not going to be like soaking wet, right? So you have that. Now this becomes a background for something really cool. So what I'm going to do with this is, like I said, go watch Kat because you'll have better, she might explain it a little bit better than me. I'm going to take my marker, excuse me, and I'm going in with my marker. And I am going to start here at the edge, and I'm going to make these kind of backgrounds. And I'm not worrying if it's spot on, same size. I like it different sizes because apparently every other day I'm a different size lately. All right, so you can see I'm going down there. Now, if you want to, you know, like this one, you're looking, you're like, what the heck is that? I didn't, you know what I mean? You know, don't worry about it. You could cut it and stop here because we're going to be measuring. So it goes on the edges. And I'm doing black markers so y'all can see. But if you want to do, you know, some other little things on here, I'm just going to do one because it'll be hard for me to cut out in a small point of time. However, you see, and then we can add that. Then you can cut that piece out. You have these delicious borders. So, oh, so much fun. So much fun. Okay. So I'm going to take my scissors real quick. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it straight down like this. Okay, and get my bigger piece. Don't throw this away. Save it because we'll be using it again, I'm sure. All right, now we have this. So I will go and I'm going to cut this off like this. And I'll add that on, but as something else. And then just go and cut these off. And these are bigger. Like I said, you don't have to. You do small. You can do whatever you want. You want to make them flowers. You want to make them dots. You want to make them little. I don't care. It's yours. Have a good time and think outside the box. Today, I'm having a hard time thinking outside the box. But I really loved this video, and I loved the idea of just looking at different things in a different way. You know, like looking for through a magazine. I love to recycle and upcycle and, you know, like all that kind of stuff. So this really is very friendly. Now, you see this piece right here? I don't want to throw that away. You know why? Because if we do, I'll leave that for there. Look at this. This makes a great border too. You know, I'm crazy. I'm not normal or whatever. So I might glue that on there. No, I did buy me a, wait a minute. I gotta find my glue stick. Where's my glue stick? Here's my glue stick. My favorite glue stick in the world is Elmer's Extreme glue stick. All right. So I'm going to get that out. And first, okay. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to lay this here. I'm just going to run this on that. You can use regular glue too. You don't have to. I'm going to be back to doing different school glue things because I know a lot of you are have been asking for me to go back to the basics of how, you know, how to do things very cheap and easy. So, all right. This is not easy when you have RA. Okay, so there we go. So if I want to, I can pull it down, but you see what I'm saying. Look at that. Not bad. So now we have, I'll move my camera in 1 second. There we go. Okay, so now we can take this and you see how that becomes that border? You could put it this way. You could put it the other way going in, which I think that's what I'm going to do. Because then I can doodle on this paper. Like I said, if it's an ATC, you're doing this really great ATC thing. So let's put that there. And I'm using a non-stick mat underneath, but use whatever you have. Wax paper, parchment paper. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Just regular paper, brown paper. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to lay this here. Yeah. And push it down real good. Push it down real good. Okay. And then obviously I did not put enough glue there, but you can. And then I'm going to cut this little peep off right there. And you see, you would do the same thing and do down here, do down here. Now I'm just going to do these two today because that's how I'm going to do it. That's my borders. So you can go into here now and you can cut. And I used a thick black marker, so it really does help cut. I know I seem very inept at cutting right now, but boop, there we go. And again, look at your scraps. Look at that. Look at them. You could use that, you know, in a mixed media thing or whatever. However, I'm going to throw it away because it's small. But I have a big yellow envelope with all that kind of stuff in it that I save because, and you can ask my husband, I'm a horrible, I save everything. Okay, so now we have this. And I got to cut this off there. I'm not going to worry about it. But then if you want to do something, you could just bring that. See how that just adds something? I don't know what the heck it adds, but it adds something. It's a little something something right there. Right? Then just do your little glue there. Who doesn't love a little something something, right? All right. And there you go on that. Okay, so you see, very, very cool. Now you can go in and do whatever you want to do. You want to add some more dimension or whatever in here. You want to make these stand out more. You want to, you know, make them blend it. Whatever you want to do. So, like for instance, these, I can go in with my black just on the edges. And I'm taking some of that with me. And it's going to smear, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. I know a lot of you do not like when I do smeary things. But I do. But you don't have to. That's the fun of just taking my idea, which I took from Kat, and working with it. You know what I'm saying? Now, you can see here, it's black all around here, but I missed right here. So I'm just going to outline that. And I can see I cut a little bit here. So I'm just making it a little bit more. You don't have to. Now, here comes some fun because I have these. So let's do something fun. What can we do that's fun? I'm going to take a white jelly roll pen. Now, use a white marker, use a black marker, use a black pen. It doesn't matter. It's fun. You're having fun. And now you can go and you can, white might not be the best way to do it, Kel. Let's pick a different color. Because you can't see that and I can't see it and I'm blind and I'm sitting above it. Maybe I'll do black just to show you guys because I'll keep black as the main, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to, because you know what are one of my favorite things in the world? Hearts. And then I'm going to, right? Different lengths, different, you don't want to do all hearts, do stars. Do whatever your little heart desires. That was my fake Bob Ross. Don't ask. I've been watching a little bit too much of that on PBS. Okay. And you see, I don't have to make a big deal. They're just hearts in the line, Cal. You know, sometimes I get lost in my own thoughts. But you see, now you can go in and color them if you want. You want to color them different colors? I'm going to take purple. I'll do it right here since it's lighter. Or you can paint them too. I'm just doing this because it's a bit quicker for me right now. But you can definitely paint them as well. You know, and you go in and you can color them. Let's see if this gold's going to work. Sometimes the jelly rolls don't like to be that helpful when you're playing. You know? Or is it just me? Maybe they just do it to me. Sometimes it's like, just do what you're supposed to do and right. This one's saying, nope, see? You're not the boss of me, Kelly. You can use markers, you can use your paint, you can use whatever you want. So you could do something like that. Then if you want to have, I like hang and dangles, you know what I mean? Why not do like a line and then do, I don't know. You know, and then you can do little, no, maybe it's a beehive. I don't know what the heck it is. I'm just drawing. I have to go over this heart a little bit more and trace over it so the gold sticks out. And then, you know, do like a curlicue down. You know, and you just keep doing. This looks like 3 boobs. I don't know. You know, 3 nipples to the side. Don't ask. You know, so you just keep going down and coloring and adding doodles. And then you have a really fun page. You know what I mean? So like I said, imagine if this is ATC size, right? And you're doing... You're new to ATCs, because that's a question I get all the time. When are you going to do your more ATC tutorials? Well, I just did one in a big way. You know, you would cut this to 3.5 and 2.5, and then you would do the same type of thing. I like the way that like the white kind of goes in there and does a little bit of a, almost like a shadow. Okay, well, this obviously is orange and not white. What the heck is with me today? That's called medication, Kelly. I know you guys understand. Most of you understand. Yeah, because I looked at that and thought that was white. White's, I grabbed it thinking it was, no, here's a pink. Let's try pink. Yep. La 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 la. La la la. Oh, some silver. Oh, I don't have more to... Let's color in the nipple, shall we? Well, I think if you're colored, your nipples that color or your boobs that color, you might want to go get it checked out. I'm just saying. This is sparkly deliciousness. Now, let me just say this, because I love doing this, because I know people ask me, especially when you see that I did that, maybe that's not my favorite thing to do. Maybe I don't like that. What can I do if I make a mistake? You don't give up, right? You take a marker or a pen, whatever you have. We're doing hearts. So just go in and have it go off the side of the page, right? And then just color it in. And the fun thing is you can put we'll put dots on it. You can make it whatever way you want it. You know, you want to put a stencil over it? Go ahead. So I'm just making it a little bit more pronounced. I'm going to let that dry. But look, nipples all gone. You can't beat that. So I'm going to let that dry and then I'll doodle on it real quick. Just a few little things. And like I said, look how fun. I don't know. It's fun to me. This is fun to me because I am not, like I said, I'm not feeling great. I haven't been doing art for a couple days down in my room. And I saw these great videos. I'm like, this is what I love, because I love getting inspired. And look how cool. I love the background, right? Now, this is a stencil that I'm making. I got a bunch of stencils that I've been working with and cutting out and do all this. They're not going to be sold on this, but you can see they're just, I don't know how well you can see. Let's see if it'll go on this paper. If it shows a little better. Yeah, see, it's just like different sizes. I want to group them a little bit closer and then just have like this random thing of flowers. And then, you know, you have a great, you know, you have a really great stencil. It has different sizes. So if you want to use like this one by itself, you can just use that one and then you could put stems to it. Or if you want it smaller, you get like 3 different sizes. So I am going to be doing a video coming up of the stencils that I've done. You have any suggestions? Put it down below. If there's a certain stencil maybe that you've thought of or that you want, let me know down below. I love designing and making the stencils because I can do things I want to do, you know, and make them for what I want to make them for. So, okay, so this is done. That's dry. So now we can go in and we can play. We can do the same kind of thing. All right, this is a glitter one that's not really going to show, but I'll show you. Let's see. See how that goes in there? So, obviously, the glitter is going to be too light. I mean, too, what color are you, mister? And this is white that I'm going over with. I'm going to just put some dots all around. No rhyme or reason. I'll put like just like this. Like I said, and how much fun to do with the kids. Come on. How many, you know what I mean? You can sit and get the kids to do it, and their imaginations go wild, and how fun just to sit and play. I like it just to sit and play by myself, because that's who I art with is myself. Oh, and you lovely peeps of mine, but you know what I'm saying. But you see how you can just doodle and do different colors and all that kind of thing? I love it. I don't know. I could go on and on and on. But let me tell you this. I would love for you guys to go check out Cat Hand. I would love for you to go check out her videos. She's delicious. I love her. I love this. When I saw her doing it, I thought, oh, how fun. I don't have to think too much. I can just play. And that's kind of what I want you guys to do. Just sit and play. Go check out her channel. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for a little bit. I love you guys so very much. And as always, please be kind to each other. You never know about somebody else is fighting. You guys just rock. Rock, rock, rock. Love you guys. I'll see you in the next video.